who's ready to look at some biddies and touch some titties. Because if you are definitely in the wrong place. I don't know anything about women, especially not anime women. They confuse the fuck out of me, so I recommend finding anybody else that can teach you that. Just saying. Oh, there's the guy I'm gonna fuck. Wait, no, that's me. Also, that did not look like it came out of the bucket. It just looked like he opened his pants and water flew out. Go get that checked. Fix your bladder. I'm actually notorious for being terrible with cops. Last time we went to New York, this fucking... I was in the back seat with like Six Stroke and his girlfriend and whatever, and they were like, roll down the window, and I like gave him my passport, and he was like, huh, you ever been to jail? And I was like, what? No? And he was like, yeah? You do drugs? You sure you never been to jail? And I'm like, no. He's like, all right, go ahead. And I'm like, what the fuck? What was that? When I went to Japan, literally coming back from Japan to Canada, as I'm getting on the plane, I'm already past customs, I'm already past all the fucking things. I'm literally getting into the little tunnel to get on the plane, the Durmac or whatever, Tarmac? I don't know what it's called. And this woman comes up and she's like, excuse me, can you take off your shoes? And I'm like, what? He's like, and empty your bag. And I'm like, what? Okay. And I like put my bag down, like take off my shoes. And I'm like, what the hell? And she swabs me down and puts shit in my shoes. And I'm like, what the fuck is happening? Like, why? Tarmac, thank you. But I'm like, what the hell? And then she like, I have to stand there for 5 minutes and she looks at this little drug thing and then she's like, okay, you're clean, and lets me go through. I already went through the fucking whole shit already. This is like,
there's something I need to
it was such bullshit. Every single time this happens to you, and like I had to empty my bag and then put it like, my friends are already on the fucking plane, but I'm the one who gets swabbed down from head to toe to check if I have drugs. Why are they looking for drugs? Because drugs are super illegal in both Japan, Canada, and America. So especially Japan. Japan, it's like a death sentence. So if they think I had drugs on me coming into or out of Japan, I'm fucked. I'm fucked.
This is my case.
But I don't have drugs on me because I don't do drugs. But of course, giraffes look like the natural heroin smuggler, so you know. Zoran, when you go back, put a picture of a heroin smuggler and a giraffe. Look, same shit, the same thing. Now I'm gonna say something controversial. You ready for this? Are you ready for some controversial shit? I think Persona 3 is the best Persona game. Music really works with what I just said. I just really, look, I love Donald Glover, and it's not in a way where I want to suck his dick. I just really want to suck his dick. I mean, sorry. I just really want to suck some, I mean, damn it. I really want to suck his dick. Damn it! I really want to kiss his face. Fuck! Okay, sorry. I like Donald Glover because I really want his penis. Damn it! Dude, that's a sick hat. Dude, milady. Well, he really does look like he's ready to have sex in a time machine to the 70s. So my first emote is, of course, my Vor emote. My second emote that has been approved is this one. Well, this is my second emote that I've got done. Do you know what it is? I'm afraid to say what it is because then I'm gonna get banned. But it looks totally fine. It just looks like a chicken. It's all good. It is a chicken. It's a chicken wearing a tie with a lollipop. It's totally fine. God. It's just some hentai. It's just some lolly hentai. What do you mean? I went to a club in Japan. Me and Six Stroke were walking in Japan, and we saw this club, and it had a big line out the front. The club was called Club Science, and we're like, "Oh shit, what is that? What is that? Like, I want to go to a place called Club Science. What do they do? They do science things there, and it has huge lines." We're like, "We're gonna come tomorrow." And so the next day,
my coworker got caught up in it and is in the
we went to Club Science, and there is no line, but we go down this winding staircase. Like, it just keeps on going for a while until we get to the bottom, and
supposedly went crazy all of a sudden.
And all of a sudden, there's this like woman sitting at a table, next to a door, and she sees us. She like stands up. She goes like, and we're like, oh, we're just here to see the place. She's like, and we're like, no, we're just, we just want to see what this club's like. And she's like,
Some of them suffer from
and
nervous
we're like,
breakdowns
no worries,
during
like we're gonna go in. And she kind of didn't want us to, but she's really small and she couldn't really stop us. I felt, or she felt like she couldn't stop us. But we were just like, we just want to see what it's like. And so we go in, and I'm looking, and I'm already, like, I'm a giraffe. It's pretty tall, but we were way taller than everybody. And there is no girls in this club. It is all tiny, teenaged Japanese girls everywhere. And me and Six Stroke were like, oh, what? And we like walk, there's another room, and it's packed. And we go to the other room, and in the other room are, again, only teenage Japanese girls all sitting on the ground in front of the stage holding on to CDs. We're like, what the fuck is happening? And so we look, and what we see is like posters for the band that's gonna play, and the band was like one of those like heavy metal rock Japanese bands that wear like really feminine outfits and stuff and are like glamour metal. And we're like, oh, this was not our scene. We weren't really supposed to be here. And like we kind of like walked around a bit, and then we realized that people are staring. People are not okay with us being there. Kind of like Baby Metal, except it's men in the band. And so eventually me and Six Stroke like start being like, okay, no worries. And like the bartender looks at us, and it's a dude, and he's looking at us very strangely, like, oh. And so we're like, no, we're just gonna go. And then we went, and the lady like saw us and was like, and she like waved. We're like, sorry. We like bowed, and we're like, we're sorry, we didn't know, like this was definitely not a place for us. She was like, okay. And then we left, and me and him were like, wow, that was weird. But it was packed too. It was packed. Club Science. Oh, I miss it. Ever do a show? One-man show? It's gonna be club. I'm gonna go to Club Science.
No one's allowed to do as they please in my castle.
Oh, that's how I would look as a king. No pants and all. Glowing yellow eyes, no pants.
Is that you, Kamoshida?
Penis flopping about. Yeah. I'm gonna fuck those fairies.
Everyone.
Oh my god. You're one cigarette burn away from having me believing that your dad beats you. Actually, I've said this before, but I'll remind everybody. I used to be in a band called Mortis Infantis, which means dead babies in Latin, and I would do screamo singing, and then in between every metal song, I would do what should we call it? I would say dead baby jokes until a point where they literally wanted me off the stage. They were like, stop this. Just do the songs. No more dead baby jokes. Oh, so good.
Doesn't matter.
Like, forget about me and everything. As if something like that would ever happen.
Don't worry, I have a plan. We're gonna Miss Doubtfire him, okay? I'm gonna dress up like a really attractive girl and get his attention so he leaves you alone. Or we can weaken at Bernie's. We can find a really attractive dead-looking girl. Wait, no, dead girl that looks good. You know what? Never mind. Let's just pretend. Never mind. My plans are dumb. I also remember one time I was having an argument with my friend, and I had lots of guacamole and onions, and the argument got really, really heated to a point where we kind of were screaming at each other, and we got really close, and he... Whoa! Share sit, thank you so much for the host. As soon as he got really heated, and he went to scream, like... And at the same time, I like let out a huge burp. And so he was like, and he inhaled it. And he immediately got up and ran across the room and started like screaming like nonsense. And ever since then, he can't eat guacamole. I can't stop. That was so funny to me. Oh my god. Incubus. Oh, whoa, was that a penis? What the fuck is he wearing? Why is his penis have hearts on it? Whoa! Whoa! Whoa!
You can't handle this.
Yeah, I couldn't. You know what? I hate when I was in fucking school and all the teachers were like, you need to learn how to do this. You'll never have a calculator on you at all times. Fuck you. Fuck you. Do you not understand that everybody has a supercomputer in their hands nowadays? Screw you. There's no way. What are you aiming at, Ryuj? Do you understand how to hold a shotgun? Do you understand how that thing works that you're holding in your hands? Honestly, where do you aim when you pee, man? Are you like, I gotta aim right in front of the toilet? Like, I hear working at McDonald's is one of the worst places, unless you get tenure, and then you can get away with literally anything, and it just doesn't matter. Like, you can literally do whatever the hell you want.
All right.
Once you've worked there for like 10 to 15 years, you get paid crazy because they always have to pay you more, and it just doesn't matter anymore. You can just like not do your job, and you get to choose your schedule first. Like, it's just nuts. One of the guys I knew worked there for a long time, and he was like, yeah, the place is nonsense. Don't really need to heal. Let's do this.